Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a full day of realistic cleaning and just showing you what a normal day of cleaning looks like for me. Today I'm focusing on the downstairs, getting all the floors cleaned. I got some laundry done. I also tidied up all around the downstairs. But I also went out to run a few errands today, and I stopped by the car wash to clean out my messy car while I was out. So if you're in need of some cleaning motivation today, I'm sure this video will get you up and moving. So let's get your to-do list ready and let's get some cleaning done together. Okay, so I started the day off by getting the kids off to school. I was driving them today, and yes, that is my drop-off outfit. I always look like a slob dropping my kids off, and luckily I never have to get out of the car. After drop-off today, I really wanted an iced coffee from Starbucks because I can never make them as good at home. I don't often stop for coffee, but I really wanted one this morning, and I knew I had a lot of cleaning to do today, so I told myself that this coffee was going to help me get some energy to get all the things done.
No going back, there's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights.
All right, and now that I'm back home, you guys know the drill. I have to get my bed made before I can get anything else done first thing in the morning. So I'm opening up the blinds. It was a beautiful sunny day. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make my bed, tidy up the room a little bit, and then I'm going to move into the bathroom and clean in there. You'll see it's kind of a mess, so I need to clean and go ahead and get ready for the day.
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights.
All right, we are moving into the bathroom. We're going to get it all cleaned up in here. You can see we just have stuff all over the counters, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. This has been like that since the weekend, and this was actually a Thursday when I was filming this video, and all of this stuff has been all over the counter since the weekend. But on Thursdays, I try to clean the downstairs bathrooms, and so it was bathroom cleaning day, so I'm getting the bathroom down here cleaned. I usually clean the guest bathroom too, but I did not get to that today, so I'm going to just clean that one tomorrow. Now, before I went ahead and wiped down the counters and everything, I wanted to do my makeup really quick, and so I just threw my hair up in a messy bun. I knew I was going to be cleaning all day, and I didn't feel like washing my hair, so that's what I did. And then I put on my makeup. I'm still using the Saint makeup. If you haven't heard of it, it's amazing. All of your makeup goes in one single compact, so it makes it super easy to travel with, and it's cream-based. I have all of my foundations, contour, bronzer, eyeshadows, everything in this one palette. So if you're interested, I will leave a link down in my description box where you can go check this out. I can even help color match you. And while I was getting ready, I was listening to this devotional on the YouVersion Bible app, and I loved this prayer, so I wanted to share it with y'all. It says, "Today I pray we get swept up in the reality of who Jesus is and what he did for us, and I pray that every day we would be swept up in the movement of the Spirit as he leads us to accomplish the work God has called us to, the work of telling the world about Jesus." I love this prayer so much and wanted to share it with you guys because I feel like every day we can easily get distracted by what's going on in the world, by our to-do list, our busy schedules, and we just forget to slow down and think about how wonderful Jesus is and that he has a purpose for all of us. Ultimately, our purpose is to share Jesus with the world, and that looks different for every single person. The way that we share Jesus with the world looks different for all of us. So I hope this prayer just gives you a little bit of encouragement for the day and a reminder that you are special and here for a purpose. Now, a second ago, I was talking about how I try to do all the bathrooms on Thursday, or the downstairs bathrooms on Thursdays. And it brings me to a question that I get very often, which is, do I have a weekly cleaning schedule or routine that I follow? And the answer is yes. I have a few days during the week where I do the majority of my cleaning. And then the other days I do just a little bit of cleaning because I don't have as much time during those days to actually clean. I need to do an updated weekly cleaning routine video because I think that would be a fun one, and it would be a great way to kind of show you guys my routine and give you a visual of what I do each day. But basically, one day of the week I clean upstairs, and then the other day I clean downstairs. And this has actually changed from what I used to do. I used to do like a little bit of cleaning each day for like an hour each day and have all these different tasks. But I was finding that some days I just did not want to do it, and I was leaving it for the next day, and I would end up having to do a whole lot more anyways. So what I found was if I gave myself 2 days that were like the big cleaning days, then I could get myself motivated. Once I got going and started cleaning, I was motivated to keep going. So if I broke my house into 2 separate chunks, so upstairs and downstairs, and put it on 2 separate days, then I found I was getting a whole lot more done, and it didn't seem as overwhelming because once I got started, I was motivated to keep cleaning, if that makes sense. So on the days that I clean upstairs, that includes both of my kids' rooms, the playroom, and the bathroom. And then the days that I clean downstairs, that will typically include the downstairs bathrooms, my bedroom, the kitchen, breakfast area, and then the floors. And then for my office, laundry room, and dining room, I don't clean those every single week, but I do rotate them each week, if that makes sense. So let me know if you would like to see like a weekly cleaning routine video, and if enough of you want to see it, then I'll definitely make that video for you. Now I'm just grabbing the towels from all the bathrooms. I already grabbed the ones from upstairs yesterday, so they were already in the laundry room, and I'm just going to go ahead and start a load of towels. This is something that I also do every Thursday. Oh, and I wanted to say, going along with the whole weekly routine thing, I am not perfect with that. There are a lot of times where I don't get anything done on a Thursday and have to move it all to Friday, or I might plan to do it all on Wednesday and have to move both days around during the week, or I might have an appointment, things like that. So I'm not perfect, but I do try to stick to the same days during the week just because it kind of gives me a little bit of a schedule, and I thrive on schedules, and I just feel more motivated when I know what to expect each week. But like I said, I'm not perfect, and some days I might decide, oh, well, I have something else going on this day, so I need to actually film my video on Monday, so I'm going to do all the cleaning I would have done on Thursday on a Monday. So I hope this makes sense, but But I just wanted to share that because I don't want y'all to look at my videos and think, oh my goodness, like she has her life all together and she is on this super strict routine and always gets the things done that she says she's going to do on those days. I mean, if you've been following me on YouTube for a long time, you probably know I'm not like that anyways. I'm a real person. Life happens, appointments come up, school activities come up. People get sick, all that kind of thing. So I am not super, super strict with it. I do just try to get what I can done and hopefully stick to somewhat of a schedule. And you might have heard me say this before because I try to tell myself this very often and keep myself from getting stressed out. But even if I didn't get all the cleaning done on the day that I told myself I was going to, I can always get it done the next day. Like, cleaning is cleaning. There's always going to be something that needs to be done. And especially with those day-to-day things like cleaning up the kitchen, you know, there's always going to be dishes to do. There's always going to be dishes to unload or load into your dishwasher or whatever. There's always going to be counters that need to be wiped off. But if I decided that I was going to go to bed instead of finish cleaning my kitchen, it's okay because I can clean it the next day and it's all going to be all right. Nothing crazy is going to happen just because I didn't clean my kitchen that night. Like, it'll be okay. So hopefully this reminds you that you can give yourself a little bit of grace when it comes to your cleaning routines, your schedules, especially on the weeks that you don't get it all done. So in a recent video, I was telling you guys we don't have like a drop zone or, you know, like a mud room or anything. So this is kind of where we keep all of the kids' school stuff. This is Gracie June's cheer clothes or cheer book bag with her shoes and stuff like that in it. So I leave it here until she's ready to go to cheer practice or needs it. And then we put our book bags right there beside the big blue china cabinet. And a lot of you gave me some really, really good suggestions for what we could possibly do. And I really think the best solution for us would be to do something in our garage. So I don't know, me and Chance will have to plan it out, but maybe get like some cubbies or something that we can put in our garage where the school book bags and things like that can go, because we always come in from the garage into our house. And so that's the best area to have a drop zone. A lot of you said the entryway in the front of our house, which I think would be great, but just because we don't come in the front door very often, I just kind of think it would be a little bit out of the way. But thank you for all of your suggestions, and hopefully we can get something figured out with the garage area. So another fun thing about Thursdays is if I do get the kitchen and everything cleaned up on Thursdays, it's awesome because it will actually stay clean the whole day, because typically we do leftovers on Thursdays. So I'm not having to cook on the stove and mess it back up after I've just cleaned. So that's really nice about cleaning like the kitchen area and everything on Thursdays.
Good at thinking out loud, but not too good at keeping promises. No, did you fool yourself
All right, the kitchen is all nice and clean, and now I'm gonna go ahead and change out the little dustbin thing that my robot vacuum will empty into. It was completely full, and my robot vacuum had not run in a few days because of this, and I kept forgetting to change it out. So while I was cleaning, that was on my list. I needed to get that done today, and then make sure that it was charging, so tomorrow that little sucker can be vacuuming for me, because I noticed there was like hair all over the floor in the bathroom, and usually my robot vacuum will get that up for me. And if you're curious about the robot vacuum that I have, I will leave a link to it down in my description box. It's pretty pricey, but I do think it works really, really well. It also has a mop feature, so I don't know if you could see the little mop pads that were sitting on top. You can actually put the mop pads on and it will mop your floors for you. I don't really use that very often just because I'm lazy and don't want to change out the mop pads, and I feel like I do a better job at mopping my floors than any robot vacuum could. So I basically just use it for the daily vacuuming, which I love because it keeps up on like all the dirt that we track in and the crumbs in the kitchen, all of that kind of thing. It's just nice because it will literally vacuum every single day at the same time because I have it set on a schedule. Oh, and I love that it auto empties into the little container thing, so I don't have to worry about emptying it out each day. It will tell me once that little bag is full and I need to replace it, so that's really nice too. And now you can tell I'm obviously folding laundry, but I wanted to tell you guys that this is a load of laundry that my husband Chance started yesterday, and I'm putting it away today. And I am saying this because I get so many comments all the time about, like, what does your husband do? Does he help around the house? And da 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 da. And yes, but I don't typically video him in my videos. Now, sometimes he will help with certain things that I just can't do, and so I will definitely video him. He helps a lot of times when I'm actually filming recipes and things like that. He'll help me in the background and you won't see him. But he does a lot of things. Like a lot of times I'm actually getting on to him for making the bed because I'll be like, no, I'm filming today. You can't make the bed. And he's like, oh, I try, you know, like, or he'll do the dishes and I'm like, oh, I was going to film that. And so but he does do so much around the house. He actually does all the stuff outside. I don't ever touch anything outside as far as like the grass, or usually the garage he takes care of. So shout out to Chance. He's amazing and helps me out so, so much. And I'm so grateful for him. Okay, so now I am throwing our towels into the laundry or into the dryer and getting another load of laundry started. And then you'll see right here on the left on the counter, I have some towels that are folded already, but those are actually, the reason I have them sitting there is because we need to take them to my father-in-law. We brought them back home with us. We went and stayed at the cabin that he has when we went to a baseball tournament. It's like 20 minutes from where we were at the baseball tournament. And so we just brought all those towels home to wash for him so he didn't have to worry about it. And we're just going to take them back to him. But that's why those are just sitting here and I'm not putting those away. Okay, let's do some floors. We are moving on. I have the Tenco iFloor 2. So this is like an older version. It's still really, really cheap right now at Walmart. So I'll link it for you guys in the description box. But I'm just using the Tenco solution. It's the floor cleaner that actually comes with the Tenco. And then if you run out, you can obviously reorder it on like Amazon or through the Tenco website. I think it's cheaper through the Tenco website. But I just fill up this little container with water and then put a little bit of the solution in, and my Tenco is ready to clean my floors for me. And I'm just vacuuming and mopping at the same time. This thing is awesome. There are a lot of newer versions. They're more expensive. I'm sure that they probably work even better since they're upgraded versions. But this one works so great. I've had it for, I don't know, a year and a half now, I think. And I use it several times a week. It's a great way to clean your floors without like having to vacuum everything first and then go back and mop. Now I do still use my O-Cedar Spin Mop, and I say this every single time I share my 10 code because I do think a regular mop gives a little bit more of a deep clean, and I'm able to get up on my baseboards and everything with my regular mop. So I still will mop with that at least once a week or once every other week. I'll use my O-Cedar Spin Mop. But the rest of the time I'm using this because one, it takes me a lot less time because I'm vacuuming and mopping at the same time. And then two, it doesn't break your back. It's so much easier on your back than like actual mopping is. But the biggest thing I will say is with this mop, I do have to clean most of the parts every single time I vacuum, so that way it doesn't get a funky smell. But I still feel like cleaning the parts is way faster than having to vacuum the entire floor and mop after that. So it's still a lot faster to do it this way. And this was actually the first time I used it on my area rug. I've used it on my bathroom rug, and I've used it on the little rug in my laundry room, but I've never used it on the area rugs before, and you're gonna see the water was disgusting. And I think it's just because the area rugs hold so much more dirt. Even though I'm vacuuming it daily, every single time I get my carpet cleaner out on these rugs, it's disgusting how much comes out of them. So I don't know. I was just like, you know what? My vacuum hasn't gone in a few days. I'm being lazy. I'm not pulling out my other vacuum. I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum over the rugs since I know it doesn't let out too much water. They're not like sopping wet or anything. And I feel like it worked fine. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, if that's going to like mess up my vacuum or not. But I tried it, and you're going to be disgusted when you see the water after I get done cleaning. But luckily, I am going to be starting on some spring cleaning, and so part of that is definitely cleaning the carpets with our carpet cleaner, so that's going to be happening very soon too. All right, you guys, it is 11:45 and my 10 code that I was just using actually just died, and it's because it was not on the charger before I started using it. I think the charger got pulled out by my robot vacuum. So it wasn't charged all the way. Usually I can do my entire downstairs without it dying. So I'm gonna let it charge, but I have to go run a few errands. I have some packages to drop off at the UPS store, a few returns from Amazon. So I'm gonna go do that really quick. I also need to clean out my car, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me as I get my car cleaned out at the car wash. I'm not doing like a super detailed clean, but I'm just gonna do a really quick cleaning because it needs it. There's a lot of water bottles and trash and stuff like that in my car. So I'm gonna go do that, then come back and I will finish the floors. Okay, I dropped off some packages, and then while I was out, I was like starving by this time. So I decided to just grab a salad from Zaxby's and eat it in my car before I went to the car wash, just in case I made a mess. And also so I could throw away all the trash and it wasn't just left in my car right after I cleaned it. And of course I got a large Diet Dr. Pepper, and also this cup holder that also holds my phone is from Amazon. It's amazing, and I just got it a few weeks ago because my car phone mount kept falling off. So this was the solution, and I love it. All right, so here's a quick look at my car. It is very messy. I have a lot of trash to throw away. I don't even know how many water bottles and Gatorade bottles I have in my car. Y'all let me know if you count the number that I throw away. But they were all over the place. And then I'm just going to do a quick vacuum. Now, let me just go ahead and preface and say, this is not a deep clean of my car. I literally have to pull these mats out and like scrub them or wash them down with the hose to get them all clean. So I'm doing the best that I can with what I've got. I'm just going to vacuum really quick. I do think that the vacuum at the car wash is way stronger than any of the vacuums that I have. So I definitely love using their vacuum. So I'm going to vacuum up all that I can, but really I needed to probably pull the mats out at home and wash them that way. And then I am going to wipe down like the steering wheel, I did end up wiping down the top console, the middle console, and then I did wipe down the mats as well, just a little bit. But like I said, they're not going to get a deep clean today. This is just to get my car back in order because it was just a mess. Also, I wanted to say that while I was filming, I did not have the best lighting. The sun was like shining over in the right side of my car. It was horrible, and I didn't have the right tripod with me, so I wasn't able to get the best angles, but you can see a little bit of the cleaning, and hopefully it's motivating. Okay, be honest. If you saw someone filming in public, what would you think? Like, would you be like, oh, that's so cool, she's probably filming a video? Or would you be like, oh my gosh, what is that weirdo doing? And I say this because when I was filming, like I went and propped my phone up on this little thing so that you could get the clip of me throwing my trash away in the actual trash can. And when I was doing that, right when I was like putting the camera up on the thing, it wasn't filming yet, a car pulled in next to me and was getting ready to vacuum their car or clean their car out. And I was just like, oh my goodness, what are these people thinking of me right now? And then like right now, when I was vacuuming, he kept kind of looking over, and I don't know if he noticed the camera or maybe he just wanted to use the vacuum. I don't know. Maybe it had nothing to do with the camera, but I just felt so weird, and I was just like trying to hide the camera as best as I could while I was filming, because I still, like, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now, and I still do not like to film in front of people. It still makes me just feel awkward, and I'm wondering what they're thinking and all of that. So what would you guys think if you saw someone out in public? Okay, let's just say you didn't know who they were, though. Like, you just saw them out in public and they're filming themselves. What would you think?
Like you're feeling sorry. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that. Like you're feeling sorry, 'cause you're not feeling sorry. Hey, hey. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that. Like you're feeling sorry. It's your fault. Now toss the soul. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry.
So now the car is as clean as it's going to get. I have this little mini trash can. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's too small. And I feel like the Walmart bags, I usually just keep Walmart bags in my car and use those as little trash bags. But I don't really know about this mini trash can. But these little bags, however, I have 3 of these bags in the middle console of the car, and I love them so much because I have them, organized, and now Chance knows that he can just reach in the console and find the right organizer, the right little bag to get whatever he needs. And this is all stuff that I need to take inside when I get home. And now my car is all clean and pretty much organized. It smells really good, and I know it's not perfect, but hey, it's better than it was, okay? So now we're gonna run through the car wash. This is my favorite part. I just feel like it's so fun. I like to jam out music while I'm running through the car wash. It's just, I don't know, I love it. So I'm taking you guys along with me for a sped up version of my car wash.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Okay, I am back home and my Tenko had some time to charge, so we're going to finish up these floors really quick and I'm going to show you how gross the water was.
Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks.
All right, now that I'm done vacuuming and mopping, I'm going to put it back on the charger really quick because there's a self-cleaning brush roll feature. So you hold down the power button for like 3 seconds and then it will start self-cleaning the brush roll. After that's done, then I will go ahead and dump my water, and this is way darker than it usually is when I clean just the floors. So look at that, it's so gross, oh my goodness. And there was a lot more hair too, which I feel like is because of the carpets and also probably from the fact that my robot vacuum hadn't run in a few days. But usually when I just do like the hardwood floors, the water is not that dark, and so I definitely think it's because I ran it over the carpeted floors, or the carpet, the rugs. So like I said, I try to clean the parts. Almost every single time I use it, I clean these parts, but then every couple of times I will actually pull the brush roll out and clean that as well. So I am going to do that. I'm cleaning these parts first. I'm going to go grab the brush roll really quick so you can see that. And then I'm going to show you the vacuum and how I kind of just wipe it off with some Clorox wipes.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to.
So to clean the parts, it really does not take long. I just use hot water and Dawn dish soap. And for the brush roll, I just kind of use my hand. You could use like a sponge or whatever else too, or a brush, but I just kind of use my hand and rub that Dawn dish soap into it and scrub it pretty good so that way it gets, anything, all the dirt and everything out of that. And then the rest of the parts, I just scrub it with a little scrub brush really quick and just make sure that it is pretty clean. And this works really well to keep the smell out of your Tenco or any other vacuum mop that you use. And then here I'm just taking a little paper towel because I do not want to make a mess on the floor again. I already cleaned them. So I'm taking a paper towel, putting that underneath the vacuum, and then I'm just taking some Clorox wipes and cleaning this all out. And you'll see, like, I mean, lots of hair. It pulls up lots of hair. So you definitely have to clean this because, of course, your Tenco is going to stink if you're leaving dirty hair all inside of your Tenco. Now, I don't do this every single time that I mop, but I do this every single time I clean the brush roll. So if I take the brush roll out, which is pretty much every other time or maybe every 3 times that I use the mop, I'll take the brush roll off and clean it and then clean this little area as well.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately.
All right, all of the cleaning is done for the day, and I realized I never sprayed my linen spray, which is the Caldrea like room spray that I use. I never sprayed it on my couch when I got done tidying up in there, so I sprayed that because it smells amazing. I'm lighting a candle, which means the cleaning is done. It's time to relax. And I was so excited because this day was actually opening day for the Braves. If you don't know me, I'm a huge Braves fan. We are a huge baseball family. We just love it, and we love the Braves so much. And so I was really excited because actually when I got back home, the Braves were actually already on. I was trying to make it home before they started, but they were already on and playing. So while I was vacuuming and mopping, I had the Braves game on. And then when I got done, I was so excited because I was going to be able to just sit down on the couch for a little bit and relax and watch the Braves game while I got a little bit of editing done.
Keep on hoping somehow we can make this all right. Just keep on trying. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons.
All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today, and hopefully this video gave you tons of cleaning motivation or just encouraged you for the day, or maybe even made you feel like you were hanging out with a friend while you were getting some things done. Whatever it is, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so grateful for you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I would love it if you would introduce yourself down in the comments so that way we can say hey and get to know you. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!